It's something that I'd read last week, and we didn't include it last week, and we should have done, quite frankly. Dory Funk Jr. is penciled in to return to the ring at 83 years of age for Onita's Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling in Japan, the famous FMW from the 90s. The infamous hardcore promotion is due to hold a memorial show for Dory's brother Terry Funk on August 24th at Kawasaki Stadium. Per the announcement, Onita will be teaming with a yet-to-be-announced partner against Funk and Nishimura, confirmed to be participating in June. Anyway. So it's going to be an explosive death match, though the stipulation has yet to be finalised. So 83-year-old Dory Funk in an explosive death match. To make it even more unbelievable.
Is that where they have the bombs go off in the ring?
Yes. They're actually going to blow Dory Funk to pieces in tribute to his brother. Now, it should also be mentioned that Nishimura is a significant partnership for Dory Funk Jr., considering both the fact that he is currently battling stage 4 cancer and that
Who is?
Funk's partner Nishimura. He's in stage 4 cancer. And
wow.
He was the last opponent Dory Funk wrestled 10 minutes exhibition in 2018. So, I mean, among that team, I mean, it's one, will they make it to the match? And it's not like, it's almost like how many people will live through it.
Damn. So Nishimura has stage 4 cancer and getting in the ring. And Funk is 83. He's getting in the ring. Who's their partner?
Well, they're going against an Onita and somebody who is yet to be determined.
I know, but who's Funk's and the guy with cancer's partner?
Oh, maybe it is Onita.
It's a 6-man tag, right?
Okay, that's not announced either. So there's only 3 of them announced. No.
It's got to be.
Nishimura, Funk, and TBA versus Onita and TBA and TBA.
Okay, 6-man.
Yeah.
Well, that 6-man on Funk's side is going to do a lot of work.
Is it Methuselah?
Yeah. This is just a tribute. You know, he's not going to do that much. He's just going to get there, be seen. They're going to have a lot of ribbons flying through the air and a big trophy and a big tribute to Terry Funk, who is a god in Japan. So, and I'm pretty sure Dory has sense enough that he won't try to do anything he's not allowed to do or he can do. And the guy with cancer, it has to be kind of a tribute to him too, right?
No, I guess so.
Yeah. So these are the heavyweights of Japanese wrestling. I don't follow Japanese wrestling that much. I know the name, but
well, he's old Nishimura is a whippersnapper at a mere 52.
But he has stage 4 cancer.
Yes, I was trying to think of like the oldest wrestler still alive. Maybe we could get. Oh damn! There's some in the 90s. Who should we get as the third man?
I don't know who. Well, I would say Gypsy Joe, but he's not with us anymore.
Bill Mercer. Oh, Cowboy Bob Ellis. He's 95. We could get him in.
Cowboy Bob Ellis. I worked with him.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Where?
Where was I? Florida, I think. Cowboy Bob Ellis. Oh, he used to. He had all the territories. He hit Mid-Atlantic and he hit Georgia and Florida, and he went to the old WWF. He hit there, Texas, Louisiana, and Minnesota. He went everywhere, and a nice guy. And he was a big guy too. He's about 6'5", and he'd wear those chaps in the ring, and he looked like a cowboy. So, but
do you know what move he's credited with inventing?
The bulldog.
The bulldog. Well done.
See, he hit me with it.
Oh, did he?
I was afraid of taking it, because taking a bulldog, you know, you gotta be going and lay out too. I mean, I had to think about what I was going to do. And he told me, he said, when I go, just leave your feet back there and, you know, and it's only about a 5 or 6 foot ride, but you just go up and you just go down. And it's the bulldog, and he'd do it every match. But good guy. I think I worked with him. Did I say in Florida?
Yeah.
I think I worked with him in Florida. Yeah, I did.
He's 95 years and 124 days old as of this time.
Congratulations to him.
Why? Why's Dory doing this? Why is it just like
No,
wrestlers? Some wrestlers just like no matter how old they get, they just think I've got one more in me. I can get away with this.
no, I think the promotion wanted him to do it. I don't think it's his idea. But here comes another uh, point that I'm worried about. Hell, it's about a 10-hour flight over there, 11. I have doubts now if he can make the flight.
No fun. So,
no, that's a kick-ass flight.
Did we agree who the oldest wrestler to ever have a wrestling match was?
No, we haven't agreed on it yet. You got one?
Yeah, woman fabulous.
Hey, folks, this is what James does while I'm rambling on about something. He's researching on the other end. And what research tool do you use? Google?
Oh yeah.
Just Google. Okay.
Yeah. It says
who is the oldest?
Mae Young, it's saying. Here,
how old is she?
Well, she's dead now, but she was 88. And you asked me this before we started recording. She was 77 or so when Bubba Ray powerbombed her through the table, which I know you were very fond about that.
No, that actually, when I watched it, I could not believe I saw it because it was her idea. Because it would have to be her idea because she would be too afraid to take it. She didn't give a crap. And and I've heard the story. She went to Bubba and she said, "Are you going to be easy?" He says, "You will never feel it." And she never felt it. Because when he puts her up in the deal, his whole body is taking it. She's not taking any of it. And then I remember when they landed Bubba's face.
He was like this.
Oh yeah, he's like he just took off somewhere. It was a great face. I would give it to Bubba for that. So you got to think he power bombs a 77-year-old woman through a table off an elevation, and he has that face when he lands. Oh, it was. So wrestling fans are watching that thinking, what the hell is he thinking? And it actually did a lot for his character because he's nuts. He's crazy. So she was the oldest one to participate in a wrestling match.
Yeah, I've got a couple. Great Kojika, 80 years old, Japanese, a couple of names, but they haven't given us the age, unfortunately. I could find them, but I won't in this short amount of time. Bob Armstrong, Dominica Danucci, he's English, so we'll leave him out.
How old was Bob Armstrong?
Doesn't say. Jimmy Valiant was 78. I know that.
Really?
Yep. I mean, the thing is, he never wrestled even in his, even in the 1970s. He just boogie-woogie down, danced around. And
if you saw Jimmy Valiant, not toward the end of his career, say 10, 15 years ago, I think he just stopped. I think he stopped eating meat or something. And he got skinny as a rail.
Yeah.
Very skinny. But, it didn't have to. His gimmick had nothing to do with the way he looked. And when him and Handsome Johnny or Beautiful Johnny?
Luscious Johnny.
Luscious Johnny. They had a hell of a thing going in WWE, WWF at the time.
WWF, in fact.
Yeah, and they were there a long time ago. I think what he does now, he runs a wrestling school in Virginia, and he still does matches on Sunday afternoon in the school, and they'll do about, I don't know, they'll do 60 to 80 people every Sunday. And it's become a ritual there now. That's when they hold it. Because Jimmy Valiant is the cheapest. I came up with a list one time. The cheapest wrestlers ever. Jimmy Valiant is one of the cheapest. No, he is the cheapest. When he goes to a convention or he's selling pictures, but Evan Handsome Jimmy signing his mama. Come on. Yeah, it's $5. Yeah, I don't really have the money. Okay, $4.
Mhm.
$3. He will sell her something if it's just $1. He'll get rid of it because pictures aren't that much. So as long as he can realize a profit on it, it wasn't a bad day.
Mm.
And he used to never drive. Handsome Jimmy rode every day with somebody. And usually who he rode with would be like a second match guy that he was just a big fan of Jimmy Valiant. And he would ride with him the whole time. I mean, he'd ride with some main event guys too sometimes, but mostly it was a guy that, he could just pay trans to, which is short for transportation fees. He could just pay trans to, and he wouldn't have to worry about the driving. I never saw him behind the wheel of a car ever. And I've been in a couple of territories with him. I never saw him drive.
I was thinking about something. You must have, like, when you were driving down the road, or, you didn't drive that much either. Just gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Just that song over and over again.
Gypsies, what?
Gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Yeah. I did sing that quite a bit. No, and I didn't drive any more than I had to. But there were some guys. That's all they did. That's how they made money in their territory. They would come in, so it would cost them $0 to travel, and they would make money. They would take at least 3 guys with them every night. This is when gas was cheap. So when they would get there, their gas would be paid, and their food. Because and they would actually end up making about, I don't know, not a lot, but they didn't spend any money. And those were the guys that were always working on their cars because they had to keep them running. And I remember the guy, that's what he was known as. He was, his name was Gordon something. Can't remember his name now, but he drove all the time. Gordon Nelson.
I know that name, yeah.
Yeah. He's English, isn't he?
Don't know.
I think he is. Maybe not. I don't know.
We're going to move on.
With him in Florida. Used to ride with him every other day.